They claim that the largest money transfer occurs during crises. 2020 may have been a terrible year for many, but some people gained huge fortunes during that year. To begin with, when the stock market crashed in March, some investors predicted it and shorted several stocks. Others bought shares in the best companies at a massive discount. The last 6 months of 2020 were fantastic. The stock market increased at tremendous speed, and because everyone wanted to get rich fast during this boom, it turned into a bubble. And guess who is taking full advantage of this crisis? Tesla, Amazon, Apple, and other tech giants that invested early. Bezos sold $3.5 billion in Amazon stock because the stock price was at an all-time high. Tesla generated $5 billion in stock sales when people who understood nothing about the market believed they could acquire Tesla shares and get wealthy soon. However, when everyone began to sell to finally enjoy the benefits of their investments, the market crashed. To benefit from the stock market or generate money in general, you must first understand some basic financial rules. You have the potential to excel at anything. However, you won't be able to establish a strong, sustainable wealth if you don't have some fundamental financial understanding. So in this video, I'm going to discuss with you 7 basic and common money principles that can help you take advantage of such situations and make a fortune in the long term. Have you ever heard the expression, money doesn't grow on trees? That is not true. Number 1, money grows on trees, but you must first plant that tree, no matter how hard you try. It does not happen overnight. Have you ever aimed to plant a tree? It's not an easy task. You must first determine the type of tree you wish to grow before locating the proper soil. If the seed is placed in the wrong soil, it is worthless. The weather also has a significant effect. That is why bananas grow in certain countries, but not others. Even if you do everything correctly, the tree will still need to be cared for at least a year or 2 before it can produce fruit. A similar method must be used for wealth. To generate an income, you must first create it, which will take at least a few years. You must first identify the right concept, execute it in the right location, and then devote a year or more of your time to expanding it. It might be a business, an investment portfolio, or a property to rent out. And hard work alone will not be enough if the wrong seed is planted in the wrong soil. Number 2, money only solves money problems. Money fixes a lot of problems since most of our problems are financial in some form. You want a place to live? You require funds. You want something to eat? You require funds. Do you wish to go traveling? That can be taken care of with money, but money can only take you so far. You want to make new friends? Money can help, but it will not fix that problem completely. You must learn how to interact with others, how to be engaging and trustworthy, so that others will want to create a long-term relationship with you. Money can help you grow a family, but if you don't give your family the time that they require, spending money won't help. If your ego is big and you have low self-esteem, you can buy an expensive car just to brag about it, but that will not last. There will always be a more costly car. Therefore, you will continue to buy expensive items that will not solve your insecurities. Money can afford you the best health care available, but it cannot force you to live a healthy lifestyle. If you do not manage your diet and exercise, you will get obese. Number 3, money is a game with its own set of rules. You won't get very far if you don't know and respect the rules. You've probably heard of folks who made a lot of money but then went bankrupt. Take, for example, Diego Maradona, a phenomenal soccer player. He was on top of the world at such a young age that he hardly understood money. Over the course of his successful career, he made a fortune of over $100 million. If he had put that money into an index fund and lived off the interest, he could spend $5 to $10 million a year without touching a dime from those $100 million. But what ended up happening is that in 2005, he found out that he had to pay $50 million in taxes from when he played for Napoli. He is not the first or last example. You see, the point is that being good at what you do isn't enough. You have to master the game of money, knowing the rules, principles, and tactics to make it work for you. Number 4, making money has no guarantee. Just because you are making a lot of money now doesn't mean it's going to be like that forever. This is a common mistake I see people make. When life is good, you believe it will last forever, which we all know is not the case. Just because you figured out Google's algorithm and are making a fortune from it doesn't imply it will remain forever. People start spending like there's no tomorrow as soon as they start making money. It's okay to have fun in life. I am not a believer in saving every penny and live in poverty just to get a large number in your bank account. But you need to get ready for tomorrow. You must be prepared if your strategy fails. What are you going to do if you lose your job or the market falls? Number 5, wasting money on unnecessary purchases can be disastrous. What irritates me the most is when I see people wasting money on ridiculous things, like huge interest rates. I too use credit cards. It's a fantastic method to improve your credit. But why pay a 20% interest rate when you could have paid off your credit card bill on schedule and avoided interest? If you didn't have the money to pay for it on time, the question is, why did you buy it in the first place? If you can't afford it at the current price, you certainly can't afford it with 20% interest. So what is the answer? Wait till you've saved up enough money to purchase it. But that isn't all. People are broke, but they still find money to spend on unhealthy behaviors like smoking or drinking. You complain about not having enough money to invest while spending a fortune on alcohol. You are compromising your health, which means you will have to spend a fortune on medical expenses. And if you total up how much you spend on those bad habits over a long period of time, it will also amount to a fortune. Number 6, money is always moving. Money's nature is such that it cannot just remain as it is. The numbers in your bank account may remain the same, and you may believe that your $100,000 remains the same, but they do not. You may either continue to grow your money, or it will continue to diminish. Not in a literal sense, but that cash will lose value in the market year after year as prices grow, and by an average of 2 to 4% depending on where you stay. Inflation in some nations is in the double digits, which is a nightmare. So, while saving money is a good financial approach, it is pointless in the long run if you do not invest that money. Allow your money to work rather than sleep. Make sure it grows over time. Finally, there is money that has accumulated over time. People seek get-rich-quick schemes only to be disappointed. Then they move from one scheme to the next, thinking they've finally found the gold mine, only to be disappointed again. What you must understand from the start is that money requires time. Whether you are developing an asset or investing, it will take you a few years to create some wealth, no matter how smart you are. The sooner you begin, the better. Don't fall for get-rich-quick schemes. If you follow the rules of money, you will certainly gain some riches over time. Of course, your discipline, ability, and dedication will be the most important factors, but knowing the rules will make it a lot easier. Now, it's time to smash that like button and subscribe. On this channel, you will learn everything you need to build your assets. Also, don't forget to turn on your notifications. Thanks for watching, and until next time.